check the mic and make sure.
We interrupt this regular scheduled program to bring you this important message.
Hello, everybody.
Biggest panda I've ever seen. Look at that now.
Look, there's money on it!
Hey,
Hello.
we're here. We made it. Somehow.
Pardon my look. I was sleeping all day. I wasn't feeling well. I had a headache.
Migraine.
A migraine. Sometimes I get those.
Yeah.
So I don't have any makeup on. So I look a little, shall I say, pale.
Disheveled.
I'm a little, I just took a shower. Like, literally. I'm just waking up. It's like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Pretty much. But
So,
it is what it is.
yeah. I haven't eaten anything all day except for a piece of pizza. Luckily, Adam left me a piece this time.
Mm-hmm.
He usually eats the whole pizza.
It's so good.
And I walked by and I was like, oh, there's actually a piece of pizza. I'm going to eat this.
Mm.
So.
I saved you one. Just for you.
Such a sweet man.
It's not a whole, like, delivery large pizza. It's a frozen
No, it's
pizza.
like, yeah, it's
very
like
small.
a DiGiorno, but not.
When I was young, I could put down a whole large pizza, but, yeah, not anymore. It would be very uncomfortable and sleeping immediately following it. So, yeah, Ed's here. He says hi. Hi, Ed. Mike's here. He's stopping by. Say hi. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Thanks for coming by.
Sorry, I was watching your Instagram live yesterday, but then it cut out. I don't know if it's because we were kind of in a bad area for cell phone reception.
Well, you're always in a bad area because you still have Verizon.
Oh.
Trying. I keep trying to get you to come
I'm getting to it, Adam. I have a lot of things I need to do. That's like the least of my priorities.
Mm-hmm. Rosie's here. She said she's same. I was on the couch all day with a migraine. Something about Sundays.
Yeah. And I don't even have Sunday scaries because I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I mean, I have to work tomorrow for myself.
That's right.
But it was terrible. And you know what, Rosie? I was thinking about you. I'm like, I haven't talked to Rosie all day. I better text her right now.
That's right. Ed says pizza sounds good right now. It was good. Ed can still put down a large pizza. That a boy.
Nice.
It gets harder as you get older, Ed. He said it's all good. Issues were on his end.
I wasn't sure because, like I said, we were like in the backwoods of Ohio.
We were.
East Palestine. Farm world.
Love that auction. That auction is probably not going to make it to film, though, because it didn't go very well. So we're going to talk about it here on Sunday. Because
it wasn't good, guys.
No.
Adam was so stressed like the whole time. I just wanted to leave because I feel like the stuff wasn't as good as usual. I mean, it was good, but not to my, like, what I would consider good. To other people, it was.
Well, we're going to talk about it as people filter in here. So, Inspiration Station, new name for me. Welcome to the channel.
Cool.
We inspired him to go get a piece of pizza. So, awesome.
That sounds great. Good for you.
That's a good idea. Ed says your live was so important that I finished photographing 50 shoes right when your show started. Thank you, Ed.
Awesome. Wow, that's a lot. I give you props for all that dealing with shoes. I can't.
Sarah can't do it. No.
It gives me anxiety.
Right. Susan's here. She says hi, all. Hi, Susan. And Doza's here. Says good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to the show. We just one thing to get off my chest, because we were just talking about this right before we went on, and since we're going to talk about our auction woes in a little while. What's up with perfume commercials lately? We've been, so I don't know, some of you may be too young for this show, but I've been watching MASH on Hulu. And Hulu has commercials. So like there's, it kind of rotates the same 12 commercials in all the time. And if you're binge watching MASH like I have been for the last week, you see the same 12 commercials, but like you see these perfume commercials that are coming on and they're ridiculous. Like they're not even like there's nothing about the perfume until the very end. Like it's some girl walking and then she has a mask on and then like there's a dog and a kid and it's like eau de parfum. And you're like, what was that?
Yeah, that one that was just on, like it was like a girl and then like they put like a flower over her mouth and then they put like some flower thing on her and then they put a mask on. Then she had some headband. She was like spinning around and then there were like perfume bottles. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, and then like the big perfume bottle closed in on her. And it was like a new fragrance. And we're like, okay. Like, are they just trying to scare the snot out of people to go buy the perfume? I mean, I can't figure it out. It's just, and it's always been that way. Like the perfume commercials are always the oddest commercials, and then you're like, okay.
Do you remember the? I'm sure you guys do, and they might even still have it. Was it Elizabeth Taylor with the white diamonds, and she's like, "These have always brought me luck." And
yeah, but at least it's
diamonds and.
Called White Diamond.
I know. I'm just asking if anyone's got
At least there's a connection there. Like it's like somebody's drinking at a bar and then he falls off the stool. Perfume. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
It's just something I had to talk about. Guess what's next? Cleaning over 50 pairs that I have. She can't do it.
I cannot handle the shoes.
Inspiration Station says we had some WhatsApp interaction on OBX. Oh, cool. Well, thanks for stopping by the channel. I appreciate it. I stick like 75% of my shoes just in the wash. Yeah.
Smart.
Sarah was wondering if we were going to be able to do that.
Well, we're going to be doing it. I'm not wondering. It's going to happen. I got to get some more mesh bags though, because I have only like 2 for my Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah. Is the gold bar one the one with the car? I'm not sure. Oh, no, the one I saw today there was another one where it was like, she's an actress. I don't remember her name, but she's like in a room and then Janis Joplin comes on and she's driving an old pickup truck full of flowers. And then at one point she's singing the Janis Joplin song. Then she falls in a field and then it's like, and then she says, "Wake up." And then the perfume comes out and you're like, does it smell like flowers or something? Because there's a lot of flowers. So maybe that, I don't know.
We don't use perfume in our household. So I don't really either. I mean,
don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I use that Victoria's Secret stuff, but that's like it. I don't like use actual perfume.
No.
Well, you never say I smell good, so why would I bother?
You know what happens whenever people wear perfume around me.
That's why I don't wear it.
I'm always like, and then I start sneezing, and then
it gives them headaches and stuff. So I just use real mild things.
Yeah. Ed said last time I did that rose, I messed up a pair of New Balance worth over $100. See,
that's okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just we'll mess up the.
Well, do you want to put your hands in nasty shoes?
No, I don't. But I'm sure there's a way.
There you go.
We gotta. Ed says, I think it's because of the holidays. They always do some kind of commercials, but you're right. They make no sense at all. Yeah. Mark says, I come in right when the rant starts. Yes. Oh, there's another one coming.
Mark.
Hi, Mark.
How you doing?
She's also ruined a few shoes. Less than 1%. It's worth the time saver. You got to take the good with the bad. Most of the things I watch don't have ads, but I was visiting family over the weekend and I saw an ad for 1 million perfumes 100 times. Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, we don't. Hulu's the only thing we have. Well, that and Peacock. We don't have cable, so that and Peacock are the only 2 that have ads. And since MASH is on Hulu only, at least I think it is. If it's not, if it's on like Amazon, I'm gonna switch over. But yeah, it has ads, and there's nothing we can do about it. So
yeah,
I mean,
I'm glad we got rid of our cable.
There is something we can do about it. We can spend more money on Hulu, and well, no, we can't because we're stealing Hulu from a friend of ours. So no, we can't do anything. Jesus doesn't want to wash things that are leather, mostly sneakers and kid shoes.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Ed says, were you able to find out about the Jordans lot, Adam? Was it worth it? We're going to get into that in a moment, Ed. It's a source of my frustration. We're just going to let some people filter in here because that's our large topic for this evening, which shows you how much we have on the shelf for tonight.
That and probably food.
Yeah, we'll probably get into a food. We already have had a food conversation.
Let's talk about food.
Inspiration Station says, I haven't had cable in 7 years. Not in the house. Yeah.
No
we
TV in the house.
No TV in the house. Okay, that's what it says.
I used to not watch TV.
We have several TVs, but no cable. We're all on the streaming platforms. Tina Bina says, I'm with Sarah. I don't like shoes. My hands aren't going in there. Also, our favorite perfume is the old lady perfume in church. When we go, we leave with a headache. Yeah, that's what happens to me. I can't remember where we were when I was having like a really bad reaction.
I remember that.
Where was it?
Yeah, I don't remember where it was, but I remember when that happened.
We were somewhere.
Yeah, that old lady perfume. Ugh.
It was some kind of function we were at, and it was a smaller like room we were in, and like this lady walked in the room, and I was like, oh man. And like the whole night was completely ruined for me because I was just sick. Like it was just that old lady perfume. Oh no, I know what it was. It was the those Disney shirts.
That oh yeah, because in the car ride on the way home, we had to open windows.
We bought 4 or 5 vintage Disney sweatshirts, which we had to pay people to buy at some point. And they stunk so bad. Like we were in my old truck, which was just an extended cab, and we had it all piled in the back because we couldn't use the bed because it was raining. And so we had it all piled in the back seat, and we were driving home, and like I was sick by like 20 minutes into it. Like literally had the windows down, couldn't do anything. Like it was awful. So
yeah. And the thing about those was some of them were like brand new. Like still brand new. So I didn't wash those ones, but they still somehow smelled like the old lady perfume.
That's because the whole house smelled like it.
Yeah. And whenever I washed the other ones, I'm not kidding you, twice I washed them. Put them outside in the sun because they say, if you put things outside in the sun, that helps for like mildewy smells, which it has helped for me. Like I put things out for mildewy smells and then they've like vanished because of the sun. No, the smell never went away.
No,
it
never went away.
Like weakened. It's like a monster. And how did no one ever complain when we shipped these sweatshirts to them that they stunk? Not a one person.
Nope, not a single one.
I was shocked, and I would give them their money back without any questions. Trust me.
Absolutely. Yeah, they were bad, and I the whole house stunk like it. Someone at one point had said she owned like a cosmetics store in town or something, and so that was probably why. But that was 30 plus years of being drenched in different types of perfume for those things, and it just, it was bad. Ed says, I have Hulu, Netflix, thanks to T-Mobile, Amazon, Disney Plus, Crunchyroll. I don't know what Crunchyroll is.
Crunchyroll, that sounds delicious.
Sounds like a sushi roll. Anyways, a year free of Paramount Plus, thanks to T-Mobile again. See, I love T-Mobile. I switched over because So like I think I've said this on there before. Like we've been in areas where Verizon had full service and it didn't work. And it wasn't just a fluke. We went like these were lawn customers, so we went there every week, and every week, full bars, nothing worked. And you had to reset your phone to get it to work, and it would work for like 20 minutes and then it would go away. So, and then I got T-Mobile, and all of a sudden I got like real 5G everywhere, like fast 5G everywhere. And like there's not all these crazy fees. It's great. And I get Netflix and Paramount Plus for free. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Ed puts his hands all in there. Don't mind it at all. Those shoes are paying for my vacation and everything else. See, there you go.
I can't.
Is there a toss coming also? No, I don't have anything to throw. No.
Don't throw a cabbie. Do not.
I can't throw a cabbie. No.
I don't
have anything to throw, Mark. If I find something to throw, I'll throw it in there.
Literally child.
William says 75% is about food here. Yeah, totally. Sorry, Tina Bennett says, sorry, no offense to old lady perfume for people who wear it. That's okay.
I take offense.
Well, there you go. Someone's offended already. Mark's offended. Super offended. Little Miss Q's here. Hi, Little Miss Q. Welcome to the show. And Susan's with me. Loves T-Mobile. See, they crept up there all of a sudden. They became a force. I mean, their network is superior at this point.
I mean, I'll move over eventually.
Yeah,
I just hate going to those stores. They always try to talk you in other crap I don't want.
Yeah,
I don't want it. I don't even want a new phone. I just want what I have. Just go away.
So you want a slow phone that doesn't work correctly?
It's not slow. It's fine.
It's always slow. You always you open the eBay app and it's like circling, and you're like, oh.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
You did it the other day.
Yeah, because I was like in like a redneck town where they don't have any wireless reception.
No offense to anybody that lives in redneck towns.
We live in a redneck town. No, we don't.
Well, we kind of do.
I mean, yeah, we do.
Have you seen our
I was
neighbors?
just thinking. It's fine though.
Yeah, we live in the old part of our street. The new part of our street, which is down the road, is nice and brand
My mom,
new.
when she came over, like she's seen that part before, like because we always go that way and we get our Christmas tree every year. And when we come back, she's like, "Wow!" She's like, "You come down this part, and it's all nice and new, and then you turn around the corner where your house is." I was like, "Thanks, Mom."
Thanks, Mom. Yeah. She doesn't mince words, that lady. Ed says he's been with T-Mobile since they were the only company that would give service to a hacked iPhone since 2006. Nice. Yeah, I've been with Verizon for a number of years. I moved over from AT&T to Verizon when Verizon got the iPhone because I had AT&T because that was the only one that carried the iPhone. And then whenever Verizon got it, I moved over because AT&T was garbage in San Francisco. Like in the city, you'd be standing on a corner, you'd walk around a corner and you'd drop all your signal. So I got Verizon and I've been with them for a while and fairly happy. And then my bill just kept creeping up and creeping up.
Yeah.
And then like their service just was garbage. And then one day I was over at a buddy of mine's house in a like very populated area, not like in the city, but like in a very populated area outside of Pittsburgh. And he has T-Mobile, and he was like, he ran a speed test next to me, and he was like 6 times faster than me. And I'm like, oh, and his bill's lower than mine. And I'm like, so I'm paying more money for crappier service. Go buy. So that happened. Ed wants to know what phone you have, Sarah.
Oh, iPhone 11.
No.
It works fine.
I have a 12.
It works fine.
Yeah, it works great. Sarah doesn't like change. We go through this argument once every 2 years. Every 2 years.
I don't remember any of my passwords and stuff. And then it's very stressful for me. And then it takes me about 2 years to remember all my passwords and get everything straight. Even with like the Apple saving cloud crap. It literally takes me 2 years to adjust to my phone. And then Adam's like, "It's time for a new phone. It's been 2 years. You just paid that one off." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I literally just got everything straight in this phone.
Yeah,
it took me 2 years to get everything straight. I'm comfortable. This is great. It's beautiful. And now he's like, "New phone time." And then I like get so mad. Remember when I changed from Android to iPhone? I was like almost in tears.
So yeah, Sarah had an Android phone for years, and I was like, she went through 3 phones in 1 year. She kept bringing them in, and then the last one they wouldn't cover. And I'm like, just get an iPhone. At least you can keep it for 2 years, maybe 2.5, 3 tops. And so she went over and got an iPhone, and like the first 2 days she was like, I don't like this. And then by the end of the week, she's like, how did you deal with me and having green text? Like, this is the worst thing ever. Like she loved the phone. And then all of a sudden now she's a big iPhone person.
Yeah, it is better. I mean, for me, it is.
Yeah, we better watch. There's some Android lovers out here.
I know. I don't really miss anything about the Android. I hate how those little, at the top of an Android, how you have all those little icons. Yeah. You know what I mean? I hate that. I hate it.
In this Sunday's chat, 2 rants in the first 20 minutes, perfume phones. That's right. Susan was very happy with Verizon for many years, but they got too expensive. See?
It is. They just creep.
Rosie loves Verizon, but mostly because I'm locked into a plan they no longer have. They never throttle our data. Because of that, good price, easy peasy. There you go.
Good. I also get the military discount for Verizon, and I don't know if they have that on T-Mobile.
They do.
So. Okay.
It says the only thing I hate is that the 5G service in my area is horrible. I still prefer the 4G LTD, and I have the S21 Ultra. See, yeah, 5G, we get 5G UC everywhere we are, most everywhere we are here, and it's super fast. So I'm pretty happy. Endoza says, wait, her phone's better than mine. Time for a new phone, Endoza. Ed says, Sarah.
No, Ed, don't support
Sarah, you need a new phone. That's considered old tech now. I told you.
I literally just got it all straight.
Mm-hmm. Mark says, "Dull people with a phone. What's this world come to?" Ed still hates iPhone. Never going to get one. Android's the best. Nah.
I think my problem was I kept getting LGs, and LGs would just die like after a year.
I think if I had to get one, I would get a Google Pixel or a Samsung.
I would definitely get a Samsung if I was going to get.
I heard the new Pixel. I heard the new Pixel's very good. But
I just saw a commercial for that right after the perfume.
Yeah, I was reading a review about it. It popped up on my Facebook or something, and I was reading about it. And
what about those
it's a
ones?
Really solid phone.
What about those ones that like
the fold
in half?
They're having problems with them.
Like
so
when
I saw a guy who bought one of the.
Want this?
There was a guy who bought one of the very first ones, and like he's got a light line down the middle of the fold. Like they're not great. So
yeah, it's weird.
I can add a third rant. VS, thanks for the code again, Sarah.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah.
I'm not going to rant about that. She's allowed. I don't ever get mad about money things. You can just remove that from Android.
I know he never
now.
does. He actually is like never complains about the money I spend, even though I'm like, I'm broke now.
Ed's saying you can remove those from Androids now. You can just set it and only show 3 icons.
That's okay. I'm not getting a new phone ever.
No,
so
that's the thing. We go through this argument every 2 years, and then like she'll be driving in the car and she'll be like, my phone's frozen or something, and I'm like, yeah, don't get a new phone. That's a good idea. Or something.
Okay, here's another rant, guys. This is Rant City. If I am spending $1,000 on a phone, okay, financing a phone for 2 years, spending $1,000, okay. $1,000. I don't have any makeup on. Shrink me back down. It should last more than 2 years. Am I right? That's more than $1 a day.
No. You're not, because you're going to get money out of it when you trade it back in. So it's not like you're spending $1,000.
Yeah, you get like $250.
You don't keep cars for that long, and you trade those in, and you spend way more money on cars.
That's a lie. I had my last car since 2013.
And you had a Mercedes for 3 years.
Yeah, so?
And you traded in on a Lexus.
Because it was breaking.
Same problem.
My phone isn't breaking.
Oh,
my phone's fine, guys.
Tina Pina. When I told Dave about the code, he's like, I guess you're buying your own Christmas present.
Get the leggings with the pockets in the side. They have ones with velvet trim. I'm ordering those after we get off the
They live in
lot.
North Carolina. They live in North Carolina. They don't need velvet trim leggings.
They are winter ones. It does get a little chilly there, doesn't it, Tina Bina? Get them. They're great. They're the winter leggings. They're on sale for $25.
See, look, Rosie's with you. The good thing is if you switch, they probably have a deal for a new phone. They do.
Honestly, they are giving away a free, what is it?
They're giving a 13 Pro and some AirPods for free.
But they're taking your old phone.
Yes.
So I can't even get $250 for my old phone.
No, but you get a free $1,200 phone and a free $200 pair of headphones.
I'll think about it.
Seems like a pretty good deal to me.
You know what's going to happen. Like, I know the passwords are saved and stuff, but I don't even know my Apple password, I don't think.
Jeez. Ed says, I paid a whole $1,200 for my phone, so no payments for me. And of course, thanks to those nasty shoes, I get my phone. That's right. Mark's a telecom engineer. I have an iPhone 8. It's all big marketing game. Yes, that's true. Trade it in before it starts to break. I'm totally with it. So,
Guys,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to.
We are a reselling show, so let's talk about our auction debacle. So we went to the auction, and Ed knows what I'm talking about. I'll try to show it to you guys.
I could show you a bag of it.
You know what I could do? I could just share my screen.
I have a bag of it right here.
Oh. Maybe it doesn't work whenever... Or am I sharing it to the wrong computer? Who knows?
You're not sharing it to us? I'll tell you that right now.
No, I'm trying to get it to go to this computer, but it's... No, it's going to your computer. Never mind. Don't touch that.
I'm not. Because I don't
there
see
it
anything.
is. There we go.
There we go.
All right. Let me share my screen. And I'll show you guys what we were looking at.
Wait a minute. They just said some of my Amazon orders were delivered, and I didn't see them.
So that's what we were looking at. That was one of the photos from our auction. Mm-hmm. And that is a whole big pile of Air Jordans is what that is. We've got Air Jordans here. We've got Jordans here. There's some Challengers back here. There's some LeBrons. This back here, this big red box is actually some limited edition. I can't remember the exact name of them, but they're very expensive limited Nikes. So this is that's what we were looking at. And I sent them to a few people that I knew that had some knowledge of shoes, and everyone was like, you got to check the numbers and this, that, and the other thing. So I kind of just ballparked everything, what I was going to spend on them and so forth. And normally the people at that auction, most of them are resellers. So nobody's going to go too insane when it comes to prices. That was not accurate at all, because there was 3 people at this auction that went absolutely insane for pricing. I mean, like retail plus for some of these shoes. Some of the brand new Jordans went for well over $190. One of them went for $230. One of them went for the big giant red box that was in the back went for like almost $300. Like, and this was all retail. Like, this was retail plus. Like, people were paying more money than they could buy them on eBay for them. And it was the most frustrating thing ever.
It was awful.
Because I'm bidding. Like, I bid on the first 3 lots of these things, and I just stopped. I told Sarah, I'm like, I'm not even going to bid on them. So the 3 people that were bidding these things up like crazy went out to take a break or something. Do you have the ones we got?
Yeah.
Can you grab them?
Yeah, I'll grab them by the shoelace.
Yeah. So we got those, and we got them for a fair price. We paid $40 for them, and they're worth $200.
I don't even think that. Maybe $35.
Oh yeah, maybe $35. So we got those in the Challengers for $35, and then we got.
What are these, the Challengers?
No, those are the black and white Jordans. We got those for $35 as well. And they're worth about $100, $150 or something like that. So we ended up, when the people snuck out, they went for normal prices, like really normal. It was just these 2 people were bidding back and forth to one another. And they probably spent over $1,000. Yeah, there's the Challengers. We probably spent over $1,000. They probably spent over $1,000 in shoes, and it was just 2 people. And it was insanity. Yeah. Like, I've never seen anything go for that amount of money. I mean, you could literally just turn around and bought them on eBay for cheaper than you just bought them right now. Like, in that.
I didn't know. Like, when you said, I said, do people collect shoes? And you're like, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that aren't their size. That's what, like, I was like thinking, I mean, they were all like, I think 11s and 10s, but I was like, that's just crazy. Like, it was just these 2 people that were bidding against each other, and that was it. Like, whenever they went outside and loaded their truck up with all their buys, and they came back, one of them was waiting on those copper shoes, and he was outside for like 20-25 minutes, and they ran during that period of time. And me and another guy who are resellers were bidding against each other, and we only went to like $45.
And then the guy even came over to me. He's like, if it wasn't you, I would
Oh, the
I would
guy
have
that
gone again.
works
Yeah.
there. Yeah, because the people that work there bid too.
Yeah. And so I was like, yeah, I was like, I wanted to get a couple more pairs, but not anymore. Like, it was insane. So yeah, and it was the most frustrating auction. So at the end of the day, we didn't end up getting all that much stuff. We got those shoes. We got a few. And then, like, there was a few people there that were bidding. Like, there was a lot of John Lennon and Yoko Ono stuff that went for like $190, and it was just magazines. I mean, it was John Lennon and Yoko Ono stuff, but it was literally just magazines. I mean, at one point, Sarah was like, "Are these people drunk? Like, what are they doing? Like, people are spending stupid money on things."
Saw that before. And the other people that make me irritated is when you're seeing something too that's like, is not that high of a dollar item, and he starts the bidding out at 10, and someone bids 10. Why are they doing that? Why aren't they waiting for him to go down to 5 and then go down to 2? Then you're more likely to get it for 10. People that bid on the opening bid drive me nuts. If he's starting something at 20 and no one's bidding, he's going down to 10. If no one's bidding, he's going down to 5. Just let him go down. They got these rookies in there. What are you doing?
So yeah, and then to top that all off, that frustration, there was a lady that was
don't even.
Her friends were sitting in front of us, and every time she'd buy something, she'd come over to a friend and stand right in front of us while the auction's going on, and I'm like trying to bid around her, and like nobody can see me, and she was storing all her junk next to her friend. And like any minute Sarah was going to get up and just sock the lady. I was sure of it.
And also, like, why didn't she just put her stuff next to where she was sitting? Or why didn't she just sit with them and put the stuff on the floor in front of her?
Yeah,
like
she sat like two
does.
rows. Yeah, she sat like 2 rows up on the left from her friend instead of sitting in the empty chairs where she used to store her crap in one of those chairs and putting her.
She had a huge hat on with a big tassel. So like
right.
she was blocking even more. Like I was done.
She was ready. Sarah was going to rage. It was going to be funny. Trish is here. She says hello, everybody. Hi, Trish. That's rant number 3. You missed rant number 1 and 2.
But we did get some Tupperware too, some magazines, which we already sold a couple of. And
yeah,
I think that's really basically it.
Here's one of the magazines.
We just sold that one.
Yeah, with Blondie on it. It's inappropriate inside too.
It is. We got that. We got some Madonna Playboys, the ones where Madonna's nude, and I didn't even know we got those. They were just in the stack, but I think we only paid like $12 or $15 for the stack, and we already sold that for 20. So
yeah, Ed says sounds about right for newer sneakers. My guess is they're sending them to StockX or Grailed. I have another avenue I don't know about. Yeah, you're probably right. And Doze is surprised. They probably were competitive, not wanting to lose. Oh no, they had endless pockets because they just kept back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was crazy. Mark says 2 people getting in a bidding. Get 2 people going at it bidding is an auctioneer's dream. Oh, it was.
True.
They made some serious money off that auction.
They did.
There's also certain colors that are limited, so that makes it even more valuable. And Doza says, "Are those shoes real?" Yes, I assume they were with one collection. All that was one person's collection that you saw on the table. We will find out because this is going to be our first. When they sell, we have to send them to get authenticated. But we look at them pretty. I mean, we know how to spot some Nike fakes, and they look real. So
well, they had Gucci fakes there.
Yeah, they did.
That were definitely fake.
Yeah, I don't think they're fake. I don't think any of the Jordans and stuff were fake.
And they had, what did they have, like shoes that were like in an Armani box or something that were like...
Yeah, but those weren't like, okay, so let me share my screen again. Those were, the Gucci ones were back here where my pointer is. And they were not part of this collection. All of this was one person's collection.
Yeah.
And I had asked the auctioneer, and he said, yeah, these are all one person's collection that is selling them off. So I'm fairly certain they're all real. I mean, and they look real. They have all the markings to say that they're real. So
yeah, they have like. Go ahead.
I have no reason to believe they're fake, but we're going to find out because they're going to be sold and authenticated.
I've never blatantly seen like fake things there.
No, me neither. Rant 3.5. Sarah hates opening bids. That's right.
Don't bid the opening bid.
Yeah, I agree. They more than likely are. I doubt the auctioneer would ruin their reputation for fake sneakers. Yeah.
Yeah.
William says, "Thank goodness, no more Playgirls." There's one more left.
Yeah, there's one more. We still have one more.
There's one more left. They're almost gone.
Playboy's okay, but not Playgirl. Playgirl's not okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Check. I guess we could do that. You can also use Check for $3 a pair and authenticate them if you ever want to know.
Oh, that sounds like a good deal. I never even heard of that.
We might actually have to do that on those ones.
Do you just take pictures of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they look at all the pictures and authenticate them. I'm fairly certain they are. I'd have no reason to believe they're not. Yeah,
I never knew about that.
I mean, they definitely. If they're fake, they're really good fake, like really good. So, but yeah, they are. They're worth some money. So we did get a couple pairs that were worth some money, but for the most part, we got boxed out on almost everything. And then, like I said, everything else just seemed to go higher because nobody else was getting the shoes. And so everything else, they were after everything else like we were. Normally, what happens in some of these auctions, which I was okay with, is that everybody goes crazy on the one thing like these shoes, and they blow all their money, and then that means everything else becomes cheaper. But in this case, 2 people blew all their money, and the rest of the auction didn't have any more. It didn't have anything they could buy, so they were buying everything else at insanely high numbers, except the Beckett magazines. They had like a whole lot of Beckett magazines, like old '90s trading card magazines. Nobody wanted them. Like they started off like with a choice, and then no one wanted it, and then they were like, all right, what about all of them? And I think they went for like $4. So.
I wasn't even paying attention to that. I feel like I was like so disinterested in that whole auction that I just wanted to leave.
Yeah, it was bad. I don't know. I hope next week there's no more shoes. But
yeah. I'm hoping next week's going to be better.
Yeah. Ed's going to use Check for the first time tomorrow. I got a pair of Nikes. I want to make sure they're real before I post them. Yeah, we might do that, actually. Mark remembers the hair poster. That's right. The hair poster wasn't fake, though. It was just, it was a bootleg copy from the 80s.
So I guess kind of fake.
It's kind of fake, but not totally fake. But I don't think they would sell that many fake shoes. Do auctions get better in the winter? Apparently they do, because
that's what he said.
Yeah. So I mean, this one he made way more money on this one than he has in the last 2. I can tell you that. So yeah. I would say they probably are going to get bigger, and people don't do estate sales or garage sales anymore in the winter, so they tend to get a little bigger. Little Miss Q says, yes, as for certain pictures and are reputable, I sell dead stock Nikes. Always use Check. Take a screenshot of the authentication post with the listing. Yeah, we might do that for $3.
It's a good idea.
It's worth it for
sure.
$3.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Jessica's here. She says, hello. Or hello.
Hi.
How is everyone doing? Hi, Jessica. Welcome to the show. You've missed 3.5 rants so far. Probably going to be a 4th one coming shortly. How's everybody's Q4 going? Ours is is the best I can describe.
What are you talking about? This is the best week we've had yet.
This week. But normally we are, last year around this time, we were record breaking. And
I don't know about that. Honestly, turning back to the 1-day shipping has been dramatic.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is like, well, we've got a few people going on here, but yeah, so it's been bad. I feel like, so here's why I think our Q4 has been because we average a certain number every week, and our average hasn't increased. It actually decreased one week when we had a holiday in there, and then it increased. It went back to normal. And so we've just been average all the way through until this week. This week has picked up dramatically. But other than that, it's been Like, just, I haven't really seen a major increase in business that I would consider great. So,
no. But definitely this week, much better.
Yeah. And so we did knock off, we were listening to, I believe Jimmy and Gary, Rampage Reseller, talk about how they lower their shipping time during Christmas, or their handling time during Christmas, just to entice people. And then a few of you have said that, 1-day shipping tends to entice buyers a little better. So we switched it back from 2-day to 1-day. And since we've done that, we've seen an increase in business. Now, it might just be a fluke because this is the second, 2 weeks before Christmas.
I
So
don't
everybody's
know, though.
buying. I have no idea. But
I don't know.
Tina Bina says, I knew fake purses didn't know they make fake Nikes. They certainly do. And most of the time Nike's misspelled, but yeah, they certainly do. Ed said, I've never asked because I sub to you around the fall. Do you go to yard sales and estate sales? What's summer sourcing plans? We don't. We used to go to a lot of estate sales, but we got banned because we were filming.
Well, we didn't get banned. I mean,
Yeah, we could still go as long as we don't film or talk about anything after the fact.
yeah. Or talk about how much we paid for it or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't know, the people that run those estate sales around here,
They're greedy.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We do the yard sales though, and I feel like
We do family run estate sales. We plan the next summer we plan to do more yard sales.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Remember we had such good luck when we got all those perfumes that one day, and we got we didn't think that day was going to be good, and we found all that Barbie stuff and all those perfumes.
Yeah, we plan to do more yard sales, but our primary sources are thrift stores, auctions, and online stuff. So, but yeah, we plan to do more.
Definitely more yard sales.
Bearded PokeTuber series says hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi.
Rosie says horrible, worst month of my reselling career this month.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's been bad. Ed sold 3 things so far, and all those things are plushes my girlfriend picked up.
No.
Brian's here. He says, hey guys. Hi, Brian.
Hi.
Yeah, fake sneakers are a huge business. I have a buttload. Mark has a buttload of postcards going out tomorrow. You sell postcards, Mark? That's weird. I didn't know that.
I had no idea.
No idea. Little Miss Q's have been hit or miss.
Yeah,
Ed
same.
says, I think Q4 is bad this time because there's no extra income coming into people like last year. People don't have the same disposable income like last year. A lot of people are having that problem. Yeah, I could see that. Ed switched to a 1-day. Also haven't seen any change. Tina Bina says she must have been somewhere for that fake shoe thing. Yeah, I don't. There's probably a multitude of reasons going into it. Things are more expensive this year than they were last year. There's probably a lot of reasons, and it just seems like this year's just been one of those years. So I guess it is what it is. Yeah.
Our Poshmark, though, since we got the Posher VA, is really picked up.
It was something else I was going to cover. For those of you that have Poshmark and that have larger stores on Poshmark, reach out to talk to Rosie, get her code because she gets a discount and gets a referral code. But that Posher VA has changed the whole outlook for Poshmark for us because we were averaging 1 to 2 sales every other week on Poshmark. Mm-hmm. Now we're averaging 4 to 5 items a day.
Yeah, we had this week. I just counted earlier, and I think we had 18 this week.
Yeah,
which is insane for us.
Yeah, it's well worth the $25 a month or whatever they're going to ask us for after that because we're making 3 times that. Yeah. So they do. So you don't have to commit right away to paying for it. They give you a 14-day free trial, and then if you talk to Rosie and get her code, I think Rosie, you might have to chime in unless you don't want all these people talking to you about it. Then I'll get a code myself or something. But since you recommended it to me, I figured I'd give it to you. But I think you get like 20% off or something like that, but it's $25 a month after that. So you get 14 days to try it for free. The downside is it's a plugin that you have to have on a computer that always can stay on. So basically what it is it's a plugin that's on your web browser, and it has to always be running. So Poshmark has to be an open window on the browser, and the Posher VA plugin has to be running. And if the computer goes to sleep, it won't run. So you got to keep your computer awake. But it's been great. Yeah. So yeah.
Awesome. I mean, 3 things that I found at the bins, 2 Ralph Lauren and 1 Victoria's Secret thing that I found at the bins that I literally paid like $1 for. I think for those 3 things I made like $100 this week just by selling those 3 things that I found at the bins off of Poshmark.
Yeah, it's been great. So definitely worth the money, I think. Jessica says she's got a lot of rants, but she's just going to put it in God's hand, not going to dwell on it, try and stay humble. You can rant if you want, Jessica. We don't mind. Ed loves Posture VA. Thanks, Rosie. If you don't mind me asking, was what not profitable? We were going to talk about that as well. That's next thing. And yes, it was. SM Postcard, change 2-day handling, no impact. All the stuff I said about stuff like that is as bad as chasing bolos. Yeah, that's true. Rosie says, make one good sale and it pays for the whole month. Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Here's the code right here. Mackenzie for 20% off. You can hit me up on Instagram for any questions. Lady 00 Rose on Instagram. I think I can pin this comment. Maybe. No. Can I pin it? I don't know how.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Nope, can't do it. Anyways, there's the thing. If you guys have any questions, I'm sure she'd gladly post it again. Also ask Posh questions.
Helpful.
Yeah, super helpful. Totally helpful. Pete and Kathy's Thrifting Show and RV Life is here. Hello, everyone. RV Life? That sounds nice.
Oh, right. I always want to buy an RV and you never let me. That's a bunch of crap.
Yeah, because you want to buy like a janky used RV that's going to fall apart.
No, it's not true.
Yeah.
Anyway, that does sound awesome.
Ed says you don't need the Poshmark to even be open. You just need a browser to be open. It can be any website as long as the window is open. Yeah, you're right. But if you want the follow feature to work, it has to be open to the follow window on Poshmark. So if you want to start the follow feature, it has to be actually open.
Okay.
There you go. Hello, husband's account to Kathy's World. Got it. RV Life sounds awesome though. It does. Jessica wants to know how the Cabbage Patches are going.
Good. I've been selling them like crazy this week, guys. We just sold 2 this afternoon. Why don't you show them since they're on the floor there or in a basket? I sold that one, the pumpkin sweater, and that one. I think people just love those headbands that I put on them. Yeah. They're just I'm still working on the purple hair.
You can actually, if you see behind me, there's like a empty spot back here. There's like normally there's cabbages piled up everywhere. The patch is getting.
There's some in our bedroom, and I have some downstairs in containers. Some of the ones that aren't like as popular that don't sell as quickly, but I think probably this year, we probably sold maybe like 10 this week.
Yeah.
We sold a lot this week. I've been selling them on Mercari too. I've been cross-listing them to Mercari, and I think I sold 2 on Mercari.
Yeah, it's been good. Josie says I plug my laptop in but turn the screen brightness all the way down when I'm not using it. Yeah, I have the laptop that Sarah's using. When it's plugged into power, it never goes to sleep now. I just turned the setting off. So the screensaver will come up and then the screen will go off, but the computer itself stays on. So that's just what I did. And it's working. Little Miss Q says, I really need to hire someone to get me signed up for all the platforms, get me started on List Perfectly. Getting started has me overwhelmed. It's not too difficult. I'd start with one Q. Just pick one and get started on it. They're a lot simpler to list on. You know what? And if I give you a recommendation, do Poshmark if you have clothing to sell, because Poshmark, mostly what sells on Poshmark is clothing, but Poshmark is really, really, really easy, like ridiculously easy to list on.
Well, and if you have other stuff, Mercari. But it's weird too, because I was like, I'm not going to put this other weird random stuff on Poshmark, but we sold a Scooby-Doo stuffed animal, and today we sold like an ashtray, like a set of miniature ashtrays, and like an Art Deco glass like ashtray thing today on Poshmark, for like $30. Like, just
it doesn't. You can sell random things, but it seems like it's primarily a clothing site. But if I had to recommend one, it would be Poshmark. Number 2 would be Mercari. Mercari is pretty easy to list on too. Rosie loves the sweaters.
I know. I wish I could find more of them. They were in a bag randomly at a thrift store the one day, and there were like 4 of them in there, and I'm so very sad.
Ed says, oh, really? I've been able to follow a bunch of people and not be on a follow page. I keep using Fresh Closet and just joined one. Yeah, I've run the follow, I've tried to run there's a button that says follow up to 1,000, and every time I click it, it says open the follow page on Poshmark. So that's just what I found out. Pete's and Kathy thrifting life in RV. We just got back from a 4-month road trip and filled a storage unit with all our finds as a long way to resell. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that was, where'd you go? I need to know. Jessica says, oh, cute. I'm glad you're selling them. Little Miss Q says, hey, Kathy, thanks for watching my new video today. Yes, Adam, that was a plug.
If you go on my my Instagram, The Daily Cabbage, you can see all the ones that I sell and fix.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know. That's okay.
That's right.
You're allowed, Q. I'm not mad at you. I know you like the plug. It's cool. William says, as bad as the Steelers are playing, I say you only schedule your lives for when they are playing, and will save me time from a stroke. I can't, because what would happen is I'd have to have it on in here, and like Sarah would be talking the whole time because I would just be sitting there going. It would be
The Steelers stink.
Yeah,
they're not good.
Yeah, it's bad. You should cross-post them on Posh as well. I sell a lot of toys on Posh.
Yeah, we sold a couple of toys.
No, she was talking about the cabbage.
Oh, really? You think so? I was thinking about that.
Well, it would be easy because it's $7.95 priority, no matter where in the country.
Oh,
so
yeah, I know.
We can just stuff them in the box that we use all the time.
Okay, maybe I will. I was thinking about it.
Yeah. Here's an indirect plug for you, Q. Jessica says, Miss Q, I watched you made some great profits. Congrats on that. See? There you go.
Yay.
Let's see. They're talking amongst themselves. Gradually,
I'm dealing with a low baller here.
Yeah, it says gradually increase your platforms, but it's really easy listing process. Yeah, it is totally true. I agree. I think start with one and just keep kind of moving on. Rosie says Posh is really pushing people to post non-clothing items since they opened up a marketplace. The best Posh sells, I guess, from Google. Yeah, I listed a PlayStation 3 on there just to check out electronics and see how it would work.
We got an offer on it, but it was too low.
List Perfectly can import all my items, or should I just start by cross-listing new items? Yes, they can. You can pull everything off of eBay that you want and import them into List Perfectly. It depends on what well, wait a minute. You can pull them off no matter what, actually, now that I think about it. So it doesn't matter what subscription. So yeah, you can import from eBay into Poshmark, into Mercari, into Facebook. It doesn't matter where it's going. Yeah. So, thrifting, I'm calling you RV Life from now on. Or Kathy. We'll call you Kathy because you're on your husband's account. All over Florida. Sounds warm.
Sounds warm.
Ed says, we got a bunch of janky RVs here in Cali, Sarah. They're just homes to a bunch of homeless people.
Oh my.
He's right. Yeah. She's going to go over and follow you, Sarah. What's it called on Instagram?
Oh, it's the.daily.cabbage.
Type it in.
I don't know how to type.
Just put under post a comment.
It'll
be under my name. So it's a Pittsburgh picker, but.
Yeah, check it out. There's many pictures of cabbage patches.
Mm-hmm.
So many.
Yes, Sarah, you should. Cabbies would probably do good on Poshmark. There you go.
Okay, maybe I will.
And Pam just heard you say Steelers stink, and she said, "What? Are you kidding me? What's wrong with her meanie?" she missed me playing. She missed me playing with the cabbages just a few minutes ago.
Guys, I just tell it like it is.
They do stink. I'm with them. It's a bad year. It's a bad year.
It's always
I've also heard good things
Steelers.
about posting Guitar Hero guitars on Posh. We don't source those too much.
Yeah.
Yes, I know it can import. I was asking, should I start by cross-listing everything or start by cross-listing new items and build from there? I would start by cross-listing, not everything. I would take like 20, because you're going to be listing them really fast. So you'll start getting errors if you list too many. So I would do like 20, I would cross list like 20 a day from eBay to whatever platform you choose. And then just do like 20 a day and just keep building on that, from eBay. And then, if you want to throw in some new ones here and there, you can, but it's just going to make it more complicated. we did 20 a day, and we just kind of built through our existing eBay store until we kind of ran out of stuff that we were going to cross list, because you don't want to cross list everything, because that'll just get insane. You want to kind of pick and choose, because like, for instance, Poshmark is really good with clothing. So maybe just take all your clothing off of eBay or hats or shoes or whatever and throw it on Poshmark, and toys and stuff like that. You can put on Poshmark. But there are certain categories that like both of them don't do, like books. You can't sell books on Mercari or eBay.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
You mean Poshmark?
Poshmark or Mercari, because they don't have access to media mail. Poshmark is only priority no matter what. And Mercari doesn't have access to media mail either, so it doesn't really work. So you would cut out all that stuff right there. Movies and stuff like that just doesn't sell well on Poshmark or on Mercari, because you're paying $7.95 to ship it across the country when you could pay $3 on eBay. So I would kind of pick and choose, but yeah, I would go from eBay to Poshmark or whichever one you choose. Brian says Steelers are sad, unfortunately. That's very true.
It's true, Brian. You're right.
Has the monster tornado outbreak
Mister?
Well, it says Mister, but she corrected herself with the one below, so I'm correcting her. Has the monster tornado outbreak affected anybody? Affected anybody's delivery?
Just punch him, guys.
Yeah. I mailed a Christmas ornament to someone in Bowling Green and haven't heard anything. I don't care. Hope the buyer's safe. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know, but we've had anything. It seems like almost anything we ship in this lately has been getting lost. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It just seems like if it's this or even our smaller bubble mailer, it's getting lost. We've had 3 things get lost in the last couple days, and one of them started tracking recently.
Yeah, finally.
So we only have 2 now. But here's some advice from EdQ. I started the listing on the catalog just to make drafts, and then I cross list. I find it easier since I use it as an inventory management system as well. Yeah, Q. It depends on what you subscribe to. Like, I know Rosie only uses the basic store, and that doesn't give you the like the inventory management system. It just allows you to move from one to another. Whereas the second one up, I think it's like the business one, you can import from eBay to List Perfectly, and then it's all sitting there in List Perfectly. So you can just move everything you want into List Perfectly's inventory and then move it out as you want accordingly. If you use the basic one, you have to move it from eBay to another platform. There's no in between. So I
don't like it. I've been using Vendoo, and I like it much better.
We like Vendoo a lot better, but for
that's
purposes
just me.
Of this,
that's just me.
Yeah. It's our preference.
That's just me.
This isn't paid for by Vendoo unless they want to pay us, and we'll gladly promote them. But at the moment, it's not paid for by Vendoo.
Vendoo for me is like so much easier. It's so much easier.
No. And again, not a paid promotion. It can be. If Vendoo wants to reach out to us, we'll gladly take the money for it.
Is Mr. Vendoo here?
Ed says, I actually do cross list everything. Some things I won't on Posh because it's over 5 pounds or not. There's no category for it. We kind of pick and choose, but yeah, most of our stuff, I mean, all of our clothing is cross listed.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I think all of our electronics are going to start being cross listed, and probably right after we get off this live, Sarah's going to be cross listing Cabbage Patch Kids. So.
I probably will be, but I've got to eat a hoagie first, so.
There's live, then hoagie, then cross listing.
Well, I said, guys, I had this horrible headache all day, and Adam's like, "Are you going to be able to do the live later?" I'm like, "Well, can't you just do it yourself?" And he's like, "I can't do it myself. Everyone's going to be asking for you." I'm like, "No, right. Adam, I'm sure you'll be fine."
We have 30 people in the chat right now, and I'm sure 27 of them are here because of you.
And I'm like, no. I'm like, I would do it by myself. I would do it by myself. And he's like, you have to do it.
Hoping no one here has been affected by or has family affected in the areas. Yeah, me too. That looked pretty rough, though, those tornadoes. It weakened before it got to us. We just got the winds. Yeah.
Well, still our laundry basket. I had to use laundry baskets for our packages for eBay for a while because they weren't bringing us bags or hods. And I had a laundry basket. I was putting them in. It's in our backyard now.
Yes, it is.
I have to go down and get it.
Yeah, we have a laundry basket in the backyard. Rosie says you can sell books on both. You just use Pirate Ship on Mercari. I only sell books worth more than $20 on Posh. Sold loads on both.
Okay.
Well. Mm-hmm. Well,
Rosie?
we don't have that many
Rosie's like
books.
the master.
She's the plethora of information.
She knows it all.
She's a Rosie. What you have an interest on coming on this channel? Because we should have you on as a guest. I know you're not a YouTuber, but if you ever have an interest, we'd love to have you on because you are full of great information. Wish Little Miss Q wishes she was more tech savvy. Yeah. Watch Ed's got a ton of really good videos, and he shares his screen on List Perfect, and that's how we learned. So check out Ed's channel. Go back, and Ed, you can draw. I think you have a wrench. Ed,
honestly,
you can drop your link to your List Perfectly videos for Q here.
Honestly, if you are saying that you're not that tech savvy, which neither am I feel like Vendu probably would be better for you.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Yeah, probably. Ed says, I love List Perfectly, and you know it. Yeah, I do know.
But I could be wrong.
Does Vendu? Yes. So the difference between Vendu and List Perfectly is List Perfectly just signs you in, it just controls your browser's windows for you. So essentially, when you copy something from eBay, it just starts copying all the things from that window. And then it moves everything over and opens another window and then just populates everything for you. And then you hit list. So you're working within these websites. So you're working within eBay, you're working within Poshmark, you're just allowing a website or you're allowing something else to copy all that information and move it over. Vendu connects directly to your eBay account. You have to sign in on Vendu to your eBay account, and it also connects to your Poshmark account. So it pulls everything in automatically. So you just hit sync, and it pulls all your stuff that's in your account onto their thing, and then you can move it over. But Vendu for us has been a little easier because it doesn't open as many windows, because what List Perfectly will start doing is it will, when you hit list on Poshmark, it'll open a Poshmark window and it will list everything, and then it will show you that it's done, but it will leave that window open. So if you list 13 things on Poshmark, you're going to have 13 individual windows open all the way down. And we didn't like that. Vendu doesn't do that. It just does it in the background.
Yeah.
So, but
it's actually better.
Yeah. But
I hate all those windows.
But Ed loves it better. It's everybody's preference. So, she only lists things more than £5 if they are more than $100. And note in the listing that it will take lower offers because of the shipping upcharge. Watch out, the doll person's hungry.
Oh, I am. I didn't eat anything all day.
See,
except
there's
for one piece of pizza.
There's one person.
Oh, guys, please give me.
Oh, there's more. Ed says that's true. See, only here.
Oh,
told you. Tina says she's lying. She's here for me. I knew it. I was using a laundry basket for a long time. Then my mailman took the basket to bring it back.
Ours did too. And Adam's like, call the post office, because it was a replacement mailman for our normal mail lady who's awesome and we love. And I called the post office and I'm like, so I had a laundry basket and like a canvas basket, and the mailman took both of them. And he's like, I'll call him right now and tell him to bring them back.
He came back and left it next to our mailbox.
He's like, the guy at the post office was like, well, you're gonna need your laundry basket. I was like, yeah.
Q watches all. It's an old. The only reason I was telling you is because it was an older video of Ed's. That's how we learned. Which is cheaper? List Perfectly is cheaper, without a doubt. Because Vendu gives you a select amount of listings you can do per month, and if you go over, you got to buy more. And it is List Perfectly is unlimited, so you can do as many cross listings as you want. Whereas Vendu is going to charge you. So List Perfectly is cheaper. Ed says, I don't mind at all because I only list one item at a time on 4 platform. I also, because I don't want to list too fast because then the platforms might think you're a bot, so you might get banned. That's very true. Vendu is definitely more Ed. I know, because we're paying.
If you do per list, it depends, like you said, on how many you're going to be.
It's still more. It's like $4 more for their business plan, their middle plan. So it is slightly more, but it also does. It has more features. So, I think that's why it's more.
Those jerks. I know. I feel like I don't think I ever, well, we have left IKEA bags, and our mail lady would always just put them in our mailbox like when
Yep.
she was done with them, because she's like awesome. But when there's that replacement mailman, oh, he is such a little, he makes me so mad. The one day we left and we had everything out on the porch, and he came down, he rang the doorbell, and we saw him on our camera, and you could hear him like swearing to himself. He's like, damn packages,
Rosie.
I can't take all these packages. I'm like,
Rosie,
seriously?
Go to the post office and ask them for one of these.
Or
It's
multiple.
like a big, or multiple. They give you a whole mess of them. They'll
They'll
just
give you
big.
a bag of them.
Yeah, they're just big sacks.
And they have
And
a Velcro strap at the top,
Yeah,
and you just
your mail person will just pick it up and walk away with it.
like a Santa sack.
Yeah, they have tons of them there, and they'll gladly give them to you.
Yeah, we used to use the Hods, but now we've changed to that.
Yeah, definitely. Ed says, thanks for the mic recommendation. Ed's got this microphone
No.
and the arm. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a good mic. I like it. And it's not, as crazy expensive as the Blue Yeti ones. So, Ed says, "Oh, really? Didn't know that about Vendu." Yeah, he lists perfectly. Little Miss Q says, "I actually take my packages into the post office so I can see them scan everything, because I got a few dings from the post office for never scanning them."
Yeah.
We would be there for an hour.
But you know what? I have to agree with you with that, because we just had, two issues with Poshmark. One saying we canceled this because it was never scanned or whatever. And I had to say, look, I can't help what happens to it after I take it to the post office. And then the same thing happened with another thing, but it did just finally get scanned today. Yeah. And what they said was in the email after I contacted customer service, they're like, we recommend you watch them physically scan it and demand that they scan it in front of you.
Yeah, right. Well, we have, I mean, I'm not trying to be full of myself by saying that, but we typically ship out 30 plus, 40 plus a day. And if it's over a weekend and we brought that all into they would never scan it all. They would kill us because they just would.
Well, they're mean at our post office.
Yeah. Tina wants to know, do you tip your mailman? Bless his heart. He's tackling them. He's tackling them all. He's good. I have Dave do something for him. Yeah, we do too.
We already gave our
we get a Christmas
gift
gift.
cards.
We gave her a gift card in the summer, and then we give her Christmas gifts and stuff. And we take good care of her. If we're home when she comes, if we're home tomorrow when she comes, because there's a giant pile out there, we'll help her. We walk up to her
because she has to walk down the steps to get here. Because it's our house is weird. It's like a driveway, then steps in our house. It's very weird.
Yeah. Rosie wants to know, have you gotten pickups for people in random cars? Since December, my pickups are just a dude in a regular car and a Kia. I first thought he was stealing my packages. Yes.
No. I mean, we have definitely my Victoria's Secret stuff always comes from a guy in a car.
Is it a Kia?
I don't think it's the same person. She lives pretty far away from us, Adam.
He has the Tina Bina and Rosie and Sarah Root.
I'm not even joking, guys. So when the Victoria's Secret stuff comes, it comes from Ohio. I think it maybe be Central Ohio, or Eastern Ohio. And if I order it, say I would order it, now it's too late, but if I would have ordered it at 4:00, I would probably get it tomorrow during normal times, not during Christmas. I don't know how they do it. Does he just drive it straight from Ohio here?
Probably.
It's so fast. It's amazing. And it's just some random guy. Now, he used to bring it to the porch. Now he just randomly throws it in the yard.
That's right. Sarah gets angry when her...
Not even in the mailbox, guys. Just in the grass. I want to see if I can find a picture of it.
Tina says, we put ours in IKEA bags. I have to dry the laundry basket. Clear 55-gallon contractor bags work. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
When I asked them last time, they told me I need a business address for bins or bag. My post office is also notorious for not allowing people to have pickups if they have too many packages.
Oh.
Wow. What a douche move that is.
Well, at first, My friend, well, we were getting bins from my friend because she worked at the post office, and she's like, how many hods do you need? And I would just get like 50 or 60 at a time and just put them in the basement, and we would just use them and sometimes use them for other things.
You know what, Rosie?
But,
Rosie,
yeah,
ask your mail carrier.
Yeah,
Because they have
that's shocking.
Because our mail carrier, if we remember to ask her to bring us bags, she'll just bring them.
Yeah,
I don't understand why they would do that. That's the dumbest thing ever. Because like, all you have to do is you're saving your postal carrier. Like, we don't do this for us. Like, we do this for her, because rather than just stack all our packages outside,
which we used to do.
Yeah, which we used to do. We do this for her so she can just grab the bag and walk away. So I don't know. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I'm thinking about sending Rosie a bunch of bags.
Yeah,
says,
we probably should.
No, I think these say Pittsburgh on them.
Oh, yeah, they have like stickers on some of them too.
They do. Ed says, I take my packages to the post office kiosk. It's awesome, self-scan. They put it in a new drop box after hours, so I'm not rushed to drop it off. Yeah, we've tried that before. The problem is if you have something oversized, it doesn't fit in there. So, yeah. And Tina says, nobody got time for that. The lines just drop off and go in. Yeah, nobody has time for that.
Yeah. I know, you just got to take the risk. I mean, especially, like Tina, like Dave sells so much. Like, what are you going to do? Sit there for like 3 hours?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Oh, the last time we were there, there's like a drop-off section, like on the corner of ours, where it's like an unmanned little desk, and we're supposed to just put them on there. But last time we went in, some pizza place sent out like their bulk mailers, so they had them all stacked there. So we just had to wait, and like eventually someone comes over and they're like, "Oh, here, let me take all that." And we had 2 of these bags full of packages to drop off, and they just take them. So
yeah, after they ignore you for like half an hour and you're just standing there.
Yeah, I'm not waiting in line. They can come pick it up. It's Time says there's an ex-mailman on YouTube called Joey Bada Bing. Might have misspelled that. He's now in the resale business. Had a bunch of videos about the post office. Yeah, I know Joey. I don't know him, but I've seen his stuff. They have a live every Monday. Him and Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does do some videos about a post office. They would make you have one of those sheets. One of what sheets?
I don't know.
Cars. No, I'm going back. I don't know. You might have to clarify. You're gonna have to clarify, Rosie. Yes, always a tip for the holidays: leave out drinks when it's warm. Yes, that is true. What kind of drinks are you leaving out for your post office guy? It's a little hot toddy.
Vodka,
whiskey and Coke. Good to know. Didn't know if there was a thing to do to help them. Yeah, those bags. Go to your post office and just ask them for them. They'll give them to you.
Yeah, the bags are for us, especially, like I said, because she got to walk up all those steps.
Yeah. SM postcards. Mark says, when I was doing tons of boxes, USPS would send a special van to my house to pick it up. Yeah, we've had the special van.
Yeah, I've seen this special van.
Yeah, we had a special van the other day when we had 2 after the whatnot thing, when we the special van showed up to come get it all.
We packaged that stuff up so fast too.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that in a second, but Q says they aren't allowed to put anything in the mailbox unless they work for the post office. They don't pay attention to that around here because Amazon shoves stuff in there all the time. Mm-hmm. Rosie, Tina's sending you her mailman.
All the way from North Carolina.
You can send him to Little Miss Q afterwards. Our neighbors have started asking, what do you do? What do you all do? Some have asked if it's drugs.
You know what? I feel like people think that.
Do people mail drugs, first of all? Like,
I don't know, but I feel like people think, like, I don't know, like, especially people that are like full time, they're like, well, you guys are always home. Like, you don't work? Like, how do you like have these cars in this house? Like, why are you always here? Like, it's like, I'm busting my butt.
Yeah. My favorite is when people are like, when you tell them, I'm a reseller, and they're like, oh, you're unemployed. You're like, no, I'm not. I make more money than you do.
I like, and friends of ours are self-employed too. A couple that we know are self-employed, and her, she always posts about how like, oh, you're doing this. Well, I know that such and such is hiring and such and such is hiring. They're both very successful.
Yeah.
people. And like, no, like they were like, oh well, you know, like they're
The post
hiring.
the post office is
The post
hiring.
office is hiring. I'm like, I'm good. I am actually working.
That's right. Yeah. No, we work more than you do.
Like, actually, I sit at this dining room table most days from like 4 at night until 1 in the morning working.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today. Maybe we should get you an office chair for out there.
I don't want an office chair.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
I don't want to be comfortable when I work. And this has always been my thing, because if I'm super comfortable when I work, I'm not going to work. I'm just going to be like laying back here, just sleeping, spinning around in the office chair.
Tina found out her mailman lives in their neighborhood, so he does well. He's like, they know where I live, so if I mess up their packages, yeah. Rosie's mail carrier hates her. I caught him on the Ring camera multiple times angry. I live kind of close to the post office, and they think I'm lazy. It would take my 30 plus minutes at the post office because of the lines. Yeah, I wouldn't go. No,
I mean, seriously, guys, like, let them pick it up.
for the post office, it's like a spreadsheet with a barcode at the bottom. It makes it. Oh yeah, you can. They're called scan sheets. Bearded PokeTuber has it. Yeah, you can do that. You can print them out, and then they'll just scan everything, and they beep. I mean, we could probably do that actually. And just
why
leave it
don't
for
we?
Yeah, we probably could. Probably
for
a
the
good
love.
idea. Yeah, bulk shipping sheets. You can print them out. They scan one barcode and it scans everything on the list. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. It says, oh, right, I need to make my application for whatnot. Yes, you do. My postmaster calls me a couple times a year to chat. I have the best post lady, Deanna. What's ours? Ours is name?
Dana?
Dana. What's
I don't
ours
know
name?
ours. I have no idea. Do you know? I was going to ask
Jean,
you.
isn't it? Or Janine or something. I think it's Janine.
I have no idea, and I felt so bad.
She
was
she loves her
waving at
dog.
me the other day. She is the sweetest, nicest, best lady ever.
She loves our dog. Loves her. Every time she sees her coming down the stairs, he's whining at the window, and I have to open the front door so he can say hi to her.
And his butt's wiggling so much.
Yeah, loves it. Tina wants to know, have you all heard this? Someone told me that the mailmen aren't allowed to accept more than $20 tips because they're federal. I don't know about that.
It's probably true, but I'm sure they still do.
Tina doesn't.
I've given more than I always give more than $20.
Do people mail drugs? I still need to know this. I mean, I guess it would work. I don't know.
Well, there's been a lot of cocaine in those squishmallows we've been sending out. So,
oh really? I didn't know that. We're getting ripped off then.
Kidding! I'm just kidding.
Noisy neighbors. Most will accept
Nosy
and not tell
neighbors.
you. Yes, Tina Bina, it's true. But I don't think they follow that. Yeah, they don't follow it. I don't care if they do.
I mean, they should.
I'll
get
find out
tips,
where ours lives and mail it to her. Someone made me feel like I was going to get him in trouble. Yeah, why punish someone? That's stupid. I started my challenge because of people doubting my job and saying it's a hobby. Yeah. It is their job. Yeah, I agree. But just that they work in some of the worst conditions out here, and I have no idea. No problem giving her. We're giving her a present and a gift card. I mean, and how is she going to know how much is on the gift card? We'll just not write it on there.
No.
I thought the scan sheet were only for eBay. Yeah, they are only for eBay. If you have another, that probably wouldn't help, because if they scan the scan sheet and there's a couple Poshmark things thrown in there, then they're not going to get scanned at all.
That's true.
So that's not going to work.
Oh well.
Little Miss Q's post guy is a young lazy thug.
The guy, that guy that the replacement guy.
He got better towards the end of the week.
I hate him.
I was talking to her and she said he called her after he couldn't pick up the sack. And she's like, you need to look on their porch every day because they put out lots of packages. So you need to look. Sometimes they don't always schedule the pickup. And so then that's why he got better towards the end of the week, because he just kept coming down. Rosie says, I totally get their job is hard, but I really try to make it easy for them. Yeah. So do we. Yeah. You can do the sheet for any shipment, just not just eBay. Okay. We'll have to figure that out.
Cool.
And Bearded PokeTuber has the inside scoop. People do mail drugs. In case you're wondering, I didn't know. Apparently Bearded PokeTubers mailing drugs.
No, he's not. Don't be saying this about people.
He's gotten a drug mail shipment, maybe. Rosie says, really, I always thought you can do it, but you do bulk shipping on eBay. I would give mine a big tip if he actually did anything to deserve it. Wow, that's strong.
Like that guy replacement. He's just a grumpy grumperton. He's just like. So I comes down and said,
Hold on.
I can't take these.
I gotta go get something since we're on this subject. So keep talking about your grumpy guy.
Yeah, he's just grumpy. He comes down. I can't take these packages. Ringing the doorbell. No cars are in the driveway. Obviously, we're not home. So rude, you know. What else do we have here? Wonder what he's getting. Oh, here he comes.
Okay. I'm almost there. Oh, something fell. Hold on. Be right there. Crap. Totally jacked it. Hold on. Be right there. All right. Check this out. Sarah found this at the bins for me. Isn't that awesome?
I don't even know if he's allowed to wear it, but
I'm not in person. I'm not going around picking up people's packages in
right.
it. I'm just wearing it. It's U.S.
It was at the bins.
It's brand new.
Brand new. And I found it that day that I went during the Steeler game, and I was going to go again today, guys. But I had a horrible headache, so I did not make it.
There's a receipt in here. Jason's Deli.
That's your receipt.
Jason's Deli.
If you guys have Jason's Deli around you should definitely go because you get free soft serve ice cream at the end.
That's right.
And if you love soft serve ice cream like I do, it's awesome.
Yep. Tina Gavina agrees that I'm the same, Rosie, but I'm an enabler. I always do way more than I should. Sometimes for people, especially my kids. I married Dave. It's above and beyond there. He teaches kids to do that for themselves. I'm like, Mama's here. I'll do it.
That's what I do to Adam. Adam's like, can you put my socks on my feet? Can you get me water? Can you make me a hot dog?
Dog.
No. Oh, no, these are all true, guys.
These are not all true. She hasn't ever made me a hot dog.
That's a lie.
You can fill it out through the USPS website. My post office requires it for any regular drop-off more than 10 packages. You have to set it up with the postmaster. Oh, that's not good. I'm not doing that. You can make a bulk list through USPS.com. Not doing it.
Not doing it.
Not doing it. Yeah, that's right. I'm official. Love it.
Like $1 for that thing because it weighs less than a pound.
Yeah, it was great. Tina Bina says, want to hear a funny story? Anna was born a few days old. I read that correctly. We live in a house from 1945. Bats came through the chimney. What does my husband do? He hides under the rug and screams, "Fend for yourself, new baby."
Oh my God. Oh. Speaking of bats, well, it's not even bats, but we moved into our house like 2 years ago. The cat is rubbing on the computer. Come here, Tiny.
Tell the story. I gotta take this off. It's way too warm. We'll be back.
Okay. Well, no. So we, speaking of bats, well, it's not really bats, but flying creatures. We moved into our house like 2 years ago, and Adam's mom had just moved here from California. And she came to stay with us until she found a place to live, and it was around Christmas. And we always get like a fresh wreath on our door. And apparently, I had no idea. And this is before we had a screen door. We just had our like regular door, and we got a screen door now, but we had a fresh wreath on it. And apparently birds were living in the wreath. I had no idea. We came home Christmas Eve night, opened the door. This bird flies through the house. I thought it was a bat. I'm like, oh my God, there's a bat in the house. There's a bat in the house. I started like freaking out. Adam's mom's like freaking out. Me and Adam go down the basement. All the cats are like jumping all over the place. Adam finally catches it in a mason jar.
That's right.
Like an hour later.
I didn't hide under the rug and say, "Fend for yourselves." The baby cat, though, our gray baby cat that you never see, she was a little, hunter. She just grabs a thing out of the air and starts running around the house with it in her mouth.
It was still alive, though, guys.
It was fine. It was fine. It was good.
But she has, we have this, vent in our basement, which is just plugged up with, rags. I know I should probably do something about that, but
it was a dryer vent.
Yeah,
it's a dryer vent. Yeah,
birds keep pushing the rags through, and I push more in there now, so it should be fine. But so she would keep killing birds. They would come in the house, and there'd be like a dead bird downstairs every day, and snakes.
She's a murderer. Yeah, she killed a snake.
What is happening? It's like Wild America down there.
She's a murderer. Ed says, "Did you see the new rates for 2022? Actually, pretty good. Made a video about it. Nice. I'll have to watch it. Everybody's laughing at me. we had a bat and my husband hid and I screamed for me to get it. Yeah, that's right. Why couples work. One is strict and one is compassionate. That's right. I'm definitely the compassionate one.
What? Give me a break.
Tina Pena says, we just came home from the hospital. I wasn't able to jump and run out. My husband. Yeah. Oh, Dave. Come on now. All right. So Whatnot, how did it go? Well, it went well. I mean, we definitely made money. We definitely, it was definitely profitable. It's not the same profit margins that we're going to get on eBay, but we didn't think we were going to get anywhere near to it. But the nice thing about it is you get a big bulk of inventory out the door. Like, and it frees up, like, and some of that stuff we sold, we didn't make much, if anything, on it. But it got some inventory out the door. It got, we're going to have to build an audience, obviously. But
yeah,
I like it. The shipping system is pretty decent. It actually bundles everything together. So like Jimmy bought a lot from us, and there's just his name with all his stuff listed under it. And there's a little button that says create label. The one thing you do have to watch though, is they guesstimate the weight, because when you put your shipping stuff in it, it's a range of like 8 to 11 ounces. So they cut it, they put it in the middle. So it's like, they kind of guesstimate the weight. So you do have to adjust your box size and your weight and then hit create label. I haven't figured out if there's overages. I assume it's just going to come out of our balance. They don't pay you until it arrives. So once that package is marked delivered, that's when you get paid. So everything's just sitting in limbo right now. So once packages start to arrive, it'll start getting thrown into our balance. So it was good though.
Which is nice, because like when we do another one now, we'll just have like kind of a constant stream coming in of like small amounts of money, which I think is nice. But I was a little stressed out about it. I was sweating really bad by the end. Because it's like very fast paced, and I feel like I was pretty organized in having everything how it needed to be. And I had like Post-its to make it easier at the end with like people's names on it. So I was able to make piles, and we were able to ship everything in like an hour. But I'm going to be even more organized this time, because I have an idea of a system that I'm going to do. Yeah.
We're going to change our camera angle a little bit too, to get kind of a better picture of it. But it is a little fast paced, and I got to get out of my mind that it's not an entertaining show. That's my problem is I don't like dead air in my shows. So therefore I don't like dead air when I'm doing this live. So I'm trying to like get things in and out of that frame faster, and I shouldn't be. So I should just slow it down a little bit.
I know. He's like, ah!
Well, whenever we're on this, like, I don't want us sitting there going, yeah. Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
Well, that's why people have the music in the background.
Yeah, so that's probably what we're going to do, so we can slow it down a little bit. But I think we'll end up getting used to it. It was so you can control the stream you can film on one device and control on another one, but it doesn't work very well, because what happened midstream whenever it blacked out on us was that it connected to this device, which is this device was the device I was using to control it. And I was just not typing on my iPad, but we're just going to have to film on one and control on one too.
Yeah, I honestly think that the iPad was working fine. I just think the stand that we have for it, we need something better.
But we still need something that moves.
Right.
So,
we just need something better that moves.
Yeah. We'll figure it
out.
Yeah. Not by Tuesday, I imagine, but we'll probably use the same stand.
But yeah, we're going to have some more t-shirts and squishmallows on Tuesday. And then I think after that, we're going to do like an action figure comic book trading card one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, we got a big stack.
But honestly, like you were saying, cats that we didn't make as much, or broke even on some stuff. Actually, like the manga that we sold, that was actually all pure profit for us, because we made our money back on that manga.
That's another thing.
A long time ago.
Yeah, that's another thing is what we're doing is we bought large lots of things, and if we've already made our money on it, we just don't even care. Like, just get it out of here. If we make $1 on it, we make $1 on it. Like, just get it out of here. So, and it's going to help turn some of this inventory, because like we buy our stuff for the most part in bulk. Like, most of our purchases are not one-off purchases. Most of them are, we bought, 15 records or whatever. And if we've already made our money back on it, like it's time to turn it over and get stuff out of here. And all those manga things are worth money. It's just, they're not they just weren't. They got buried in our eBay store, and they've just been sitting there.
What the whole like arbitrage thing is about, just moving it to another market so you can make money on it.
Exactly. So that's kind of what we're doing, and we're hoping that, and people bought them for Christmas gifts and stuff like that. Yeah. So we're hoping that we can, what we definitely are going to be continuing to do this. So every Tuesday is what we're planning on. Ed's the strict one in the relationship, apparently. Tina B says, we were watching in the movie theater. I kept bidding, but I lost unless Dave jumped in. She really wanted the Iowa shirt. Yeah,
the neon one or the pink one? They were both awesome. The neon one, that would have looked good on you, Tina Bina.
Yeah, that was a good one. Ed's stocking up on the Squishmallow since someone in your chat said that the Squishmallow auctions aren't even there. Yeah, they aren't. And they will be, though, soon. Because I think we're going to throw them in. Rosie said, we're just chit-chatting about other stuff as well. That is the one thing I like about Dave's. He's always cracking jokes and stuff. Yeah. I got to do that. I just got to slow it down. It's very hard for me to have dead air, though.
It's very hard for him to do anything slowly. When he was shipping this stuff, he was like, "Hey," I'm like, "You're driving me crazy." He's like, "I forgot the packing slip.
Just you
like,
got to put these packing slips.
To strangle you.
You got to put the packing slips in everything, and I'm so used to sealing everything up and then putting the packing label on it, and the packing label prints right before the shipping label does. So I had like 3 or 4 boxes that I had already sealed up, and I'm like, crap. I gotta unseal them and put the stupid. Rosie didn't even get her packing slip because I had already sealed it up, and I'm like,
I'm like, she'll be fine with it, I'm sure.
I'm like, ask her if she minds. If you want it, Rosie, I'll mail it to you. Let's see about those devices that follow motion or whatever I was looking at. I don't know what they're called. Don't know what you're talking about, Ed. We're gonna have to clarify. I don't know that. That's what I like. Adam helps get stuff out the door. Yeah. Neon and gray shirt.
Yeah, that one was awesome. Cool. I really like that one too.
Oh, I missed the conversation. I was talking about Dave and him bidding on things. Would have just thrown it away. Yeah.
The packing slip.
Yeah, I figured. But if you want it, I'll mail it to you.
She doesn't.
She doesn't want it. Fine. Don't take it. It's right here if you want it. I'll email you a copy so you can keep it for your records.
I got my cat baby. Wait, is cat purring ASMR?
Oh yeah.
Can you hear him?
Yeah. No, he stopped.
He's still doing it.
Shoving it in his face, poor guy.
I was just seeing what he would do. Guys, when I was taking my nap earlier, I was trapped in the bed.
No,
I had animals smash on either side of my legs.
With a chunk cat and a dog.
Adam's like, "Are you getting up?" I'm like, "Look at me." He's like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
Like, you're trapped.
Ed's apologizing for all the typos. What about it stands out that you put your phone? What about that you put your phone on and whatever camera it's looking at, the stand follows. Okay. While I'm moving, if that makes sense. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's talking about, so they make a tripod that you can put your phone on, and it actually plugs into your phone, and when it sees something move, it will follow it.
Interesting.
I don't think it'll work for a live stream, though, Ed. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. But that would be awesome. We just need something that we can have like up facing this way and then down facing this way, because we're going to do like shirts. So we need it facing up to where we're, hanging the shirts. And then we need to be able to angle it down for when we're doing like Squishmallows or, books or something like that. But that's all we really need. I have this like bendy arm that I like put on my next to my cat where I sit on the couch, because a lot of times I'll watch like YouTube or I'll watch like lives and watch television while I'm watching television. So I have this like little arm that my iPad clamps into, and I can just pull it kind of in front of me. And that's what we were using to hold the iPad while the Whatnot auction was going on. And it works. It's just if you touch it too much, it'll kind of do this.
Yeah.
So, because it's just like a bendy arm. So whenever we were doing things that we hadn't planned to sell, I had to hold the iPad with one hand and type with the other one. And it, your phone wants to correct you when you abbreviate something. So if you're like, if you type like brown and you type BRN, it tries to spell check you. So then you got to go back, and it's just
Yeah, or it just fills in. Like we had 2 different Iowa items, and he was trying to type in Iowa, and it kept coming up iOS.
Yeah, exactly.
I was getting so irritated. I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
So it's just that's the only reason it's a pain, because you're not holding it. It's not holding it steady. It's just like kind of a wave on like kind of an arm. So yeah. You missed the conversation, and I missed the whole auction. Of course, my oldest decides to bring my new granddaughter to meet me during the Whatnot auction. That's okay, Q. No big deal. We're on again on Tuesday, 7:30. Probably just a clamp stand with an adjustable mount would be the best. A good heavy duty one though. Yeah. The problem is, Ed, is that the only place to really buy them is Amazon, and you can't tell how heavy duty something is on Amazon. You know, and then you look at the reviews, and a lot of times, like, you'll get 3 people that are like, this thing's great. And then there's like 3 more people, like, cheap, crappy material. And you're like, okay. Like these arms that I use I use an arm just like this to hold my camera, and people were complaining about these being cheap, and these have been great. This holds it holds this heavy camera that I use to film on, and it has no problem. It's about to fall off, but, well, it has a clamp, and the clamp gets loose as it moves. But
that's no problem. It's actually breaking as we speak.
Yeah, it just fell. Actually, the camera just went in the trash can. So, but
did it?
No, it's still there.
Oh.
But I mean, that's the problem. So I guess got to figure out something, and we're gonna look into it. But for right now, we're just gonna use the arm. So, Jimmy's here. Hi, Jimmy. Just got done with his YouTube auction.
Jimmy.
Did you do good, Jimmy? Sorry we couldn't
so.
make it, but we had prior engagements, as you can tell.
With ourselves.
That's right. Trish says, good night. Good night, Trish. Thanks for stopping by. Ed says, also to avoid the shaking, why don't you get a Bluetooth keyboard for iPhones? You know, they have those. Ed, you're a genius.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Ed, you're a genius. You're a genius. I have a Bluetooth keyboard right here.
Wow. So we could use that?
I don't know if we can use that one, but we can use one, I'm sure.
Okay. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, there you go. Ed, you're a genius. Total genius. Just Ed, you should change your name to Ed the Reselling Genius.
Yeah, you should. That's fun.
Really good idea. So there we go. Hey, Tiger's back.
I'm freezing, guys. I'm so cold.
70 degrees in here.
It's probably like 69, but whatever.
It's 70. Where did my little thermometer thing go?
I think it fell.
Great.
Or it's behind a doll. He doesn't like me anymore. Fine, forget it.
No.
Don't worry about it.
It's gone.
Fine.
It's left. It's gone. It's just gone.
Oh no, I'm getting.
It says, glad I was able to help. The keyboard and also a mouse, if they have one, would be amazing for the auction. I don't know if I can use a mouse on an iPad, but if I could, that would be helpful. I don't know. Well, I'm going to look into this, Ed, but thank you for the idea. That would be awesome and a lot easier then I wouldn't have to touch it. Because that was the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
I might be able to control my iPad remotely from my computer, actually. Didn't even think about that. We're going to look into this. Now it's got my brain working again. What is going on here? What is happening?
We're selling things on eBay.
We're selling stuff on eBay.
Valentine cards. $4. I'm just declining you. I'm over this guy. He's so very rude. Get out of here.
That is something we got cleared up a little bit. We have, I know, I'm probably going to jinx myself. We have 0 people waiting for payment right now. After we canceled 3 of the 8 that you guys saw on Instagram.
No, we have 1 now.
Well, no, he just bought it.
Yeah, he literally
or she just bought it. They just bought it. But yeah, we had 8 or 9 people or something waiting for payment at the beginning of the week, and most of them paid except for 2. So yeah, amazing. So, I know you probably need it to be Apple branded, but for those of you, it would be 10 times easier. Yeah, it doesn't need to be Apple branded. I'm sure I could use a regular. They do sell things like that. So you sold about $300. Not bad. Wow.
Nice.
How did you know? Oh, yeah, sold about $300. Not bad.
We did sold that.
We
exact
also
same
did.
amount.
Yeah, I was going to say, wow,
On
how'd you know?
Whatnot.
That's the exact same amount. But yeah, nice. Way to go, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Yay,
that's awesome.
Jimmy.
Hey, yay, Jimmy.
That's
It's the
real
Yay Jimmy
good.
song.
It's the Yay Jimmy song. Yeah. So, yeah. So no, we have nobody left waiting for
Don't
payment.
like
The
me
eBay,
anymore.
the
One.
eBay layaway program has been closed for the week. So, Little Miss Q only has one waiting for payment. That's the lowest amount in weeks. Yeah, ours too. We were up to 9. We were up to 10 at one point, and then it
Yeah.
came down to 8. Yeah.
I was mad because like we had
Oh.
like over $200 sitting there, and I'm like, please pay.
Yeah. Oh man, Rosie, I read the beginning of that that thing, and I got excited for you, and then I read the rest of it. So Rosie just made a sale on Facebook Marketplace of an item that she sold 2 weeks ago. Forgot to delist it. I'm phasing out Facebook. I don't like it anymore. I might get back into it, but for right now, I'm not cross-listing anything back onto Facebook because it just seems, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be any better or worse at this point. And I think we've got to kind of focus in on the 3 that we've been really working well at. And Macari and Poshmark have been much better than Facebook. So, but we did sell something on Facebook Marketplace this morning. So
Oh, what was it again?
the C7
Oh yeah,
bulbs. Yeah.
those light bulbs. Yeah.
That's all the plugging I'm doing. It's okay, Jimmy. You weren't really plugging anything, but good job on your YouTube auction. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I
know. I like the extra income outside of eBay type things.
Yeah.
I like having the multiple sources.
Yeah. Like multiple sources. The next
Love
multiple source. The next multiple source we need to get into is like real estate.
Well, that's how Jay Leno is so rich,
That's right.
because he had multiple sources of income.
No,
and
what Jay did was
spent one source.
right. But
Yeah.
the one source he spent was his lowest source.
Right.
So he took all the money that he made from the Tonight Show and he put it in the bank. And then he only lived off the money he made from stand up, which is still a ton of money because he was a great stand up and still is.
We had other sources too.
And yeah, all those other sources was the money he lived off of, but everything he made on the Tonight Show went into the bank. But the problem with that is,
Now he has like 500 cars or something crazy.
but is he spending it now? Like after he was done with the Tonight
of
Show, is he
course.
spending it?
Of
Or is
course
he
he
just
is.
going to leave it for his kids? Because if that's the case, then
Oh, he has to be spending some of it. I mean, he has a ton of cars.
he has
I mean,
one of the most rare cars on the planet. It is a Chrysler. It's a Chrysler. I don't think it's called this, but it's powered by a jet engine, like a dummied down jet engine. There was a period of time where Chrysler was building these cars as a prototype, and they were extremely dangerous because they would overheat. And he has one, and it's the dumbest car. He hates it, but he still has it.
I actually am curious as to either who has the most cars, him, Tim Allen, or Jerry Seinfeld.
He does.
He does?
Jerry's already said he does, but
Oh, he has the most cars?
Jerry said it on Comedians.
I
and
think
Cars
I
Getting
think you're
Coffee.
right, because Jay Leno only has 150. of
When
those.
when we make millions and we're millionaires, we're going to do resellers in Cars Getting Coffee, and we're just going to travel around all over the country and drive around with resellers in the car. And
Oh
talk
no,
about-
actually, did you say Jerry has the most?
no, Leno.
Yeah, he does. He has twice as many as Jerry, but their collections are worth the same amount of money. I guess Jerry's are higher value.
Great. It says Facebook Marketplace is still bad, but thankfully I haven't had many sales there. Yeah, ours too. Rosie says, I really like the lower fees and the flat rate shipping, but I do sell bigger items on there, lower value. Yeah, it doesn't work for us very much. Little Miss Q says, I sold around 150 items on a YouTube auction yesterday, still trying to get it all packed up and invoiced before the night's over, so I can ship it all tomorrow. Nice. Way to go, Q. Heather's here. She says, while you guys are on late, I have been missing you. Oh, we are?
Well, we usually quit around 11, sometimes a little earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, last week we did kind of get out. But we're here. We'll stay on for a little while, Heather. AKA Bread Company says, hello, everyone. Hi, hi.
Hi.
Spicy Bread Company.
Hi. Spicy Bread Company.
When I went riding to Malibu, geez, going into the rich neighborhood, Jay Leno was always up there with different cars, always grabbed the attention when he was there. Oh, yeah. Jay loves it. Jay loves the attention. It's only 7:45 for me. Yeah, that's right, Ed. It's so early for you. Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? Resellers in cars getting coffee, and then we can like drive around with other resellers. And it would be amazing.
Cool.
We're going to visit Ed first because it's warm there. Drive around in a rental car and talk. That would be fun, actually. We should do that, but we don't have that kind of money. That would require a lot of traveling and rental car fees. So, but that would be a pretty awesome YouTube channel. Resellers in cars getting coffee. How did your Whatnot auction go? It went really well. We sold about $300 worth of stuff, and we got it all shipped out. And yeah, really good. We're gonna be doing another one on Tuesday. It's warm for you, but cold for us. That's right. Yeah. And then we can go like in the winter, we can go to like Florida and like go like down to where Drew and Joey is and everybody else that's in Florida. And then in the summertime, we'll do the north. We'll be in Dark County, driving around the cornfields with Jimmy. That's right. It'd be awesome. So, also, their rentals are extremely high. That's right. Bearded PokeTuber says, I'd watch that all the time. If we had the budget, Bearded PokeTuber, we'd be doing it right now. But we don't. That's a lot of money. I mean, you figure $1,000 for plane tickets roughly, and then us driving around in a rental car somewhere with people. But yeah, if we had the budget, we'd be on it. Perfect. That's right. We're driving around Jimmy's, trying to find a coffee shop outside the cornfields. Some little cafe. That would be a great show, though. Cafe. It really would be. It'd be so much fun to like drive around and interview different resellers from different parts of the country and then go thrifting with them or something. It'd be amazing. So interesting. Q just got a notice from eBay that 4x6 thermal labels are on their way, and she doesn't own a thermal printer, nor did I order labels for my imaginary one. Interesting.
Imaginary printers.
I mean, you can send them to us if you get them. We'll take them off your hands. We should just all pitch in for a party bus. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Where are we going? We got to figure out a destination first, somewhere in the middle of the country, because then everybody can kind of easily get there. But yeah. Jimmy's got a coffee place in town. I feel like if we go visit Jimmy, it's not going to be resellers in cars getting coffees. It's going to be resellers in bars drinking Jack Daniels. That's what it's going to be.
You're funny.
Mark says, I have 76 postcards going out. No slowdown on those puppies. Yeah, postcards have been really good. We've been having really good luck with them too. We're actually going tomorrow, and we're going to try and film it too. So it'll be next week's video. We're going to actually go tomorrow to some antique stores and get some postcards because we are running a little low. And we haven't had a real good source for them. So we're going to go.
This guy is not giving up on this shirt. We're asking $12 for it or $10.
Well, then decline it.
A pink t-shirt. He
will
stop.
He will only have so many offers. They can't.
I know, but it seems like he's been doing this all night.
He's only got 2 left. He's got 2 left.
Oh, yeah. Well, he better stop.
Rosie's wish for 2022, and it is also mine. Macari sets up a 4x6 shipping labels. Yes, I am on that one. Bearded PokeTuber Mark wants to know how many postcards you have listed. It's a big number. I know
20,000 or something.
I think it's somewhere around there. Yeah. And talking about sports with Jimmy. Yes, absolutely. Rosie votes for tacos and margaritas. I like that idea. Rosie, when we come up to your town and do resellers and cars drinking coffees, it will be resellers eating tacos, and this guy's a jerk.
I know, right? Block him. Now, I only paid, and I'm not even kidding you.
He can't make another
50 cents for that shirt because I got it on Black Friday, half off of $1. But it's just the point.
Yeah, well, he can't do it anymore, so good. He's going to be sending a message being like, "You $5?" Oh no, this is his last one. What?
Jimmy's comment. The black and white picture question. I was in auction today and they said there's a lot of coffin pictures that those are worth money. I have one here actually. It's my own grandmother.
Really?
Apparently that was a thing back then. Yeah, you never saw it? It's sitting over here. I'm not going to. But I'm just saying they're worth money. I actually wish I had ones that weren't related to me.
Yeah. So, Rosie, when we come to see you, it'll be resellers in bars drinking margaritas and eating tacos. Little Miss Q says maybe someone loves me and sent me a thermal printer of labels, but probably not. It's more likely an eBay screw up, probably. But you never know.
Thermal printers make a great gift.
That's true, especially the Rollo wireless. If you guys are looking for a gift for us, I'll give 3. Well, he already ran out of offers, so he's a jerk. He's been going up 10 cents. Okay, there's the quantity: 25,480 on eBay. 4,000 on Etsy for a total of 29,465. Jesus. And Bearded Poke Keepers also
that's amazing.
Impressed.
Good for you.
That is. Yeah, that is amazing.
That's why he knows so much.
Yeah. He commented the other day, he's like, man, postcards sell really well. How'd you, and I'm like, yeah, somebody taught us how to sell them. I don't remember who.
Well, that one that we sold, that people were like, I put it on originally for like 45. And then I think Maud Adams. And then I lowered it down to like 35 because people were like, this is a bit high. And people were like, it's not worth this. It's not worth this. And I'm like, I've literally seen like 5 sold comps of it selling over $30. I'm pretty sure it is. And then sure enough, we did sell it for $35 a couple days later. I held out for it just because,
it's actually a good question. Mark, this question for you. Do you get a lot of people telling you, like trying to scam you out of these things? Because we get a bunch of people, and maybe not you because that's what you sell, but we get a bunch of people that will message us about postcards and they're like, hey, this isn't really worth that much. I'll pay you like $6 for it. And that's what happened with that Maud Adams one that we sold for $35. It was a real picture postcard. So we knew it wasn't worth $6, but we also didn't know if what we were asking for it was correct, but we held out and people sent us an offer and they're like, hey, these are only worth like $10. And we're like, no, it's not. It's worth like 30. And we held out and someone bought it, but we got a lot of messages of people just trying to tell us what it was worth.
Yeah. I feel like, Mark probably maybe doesn't because his name is Postcards. So they're probably like, he knows what's up.
Well, there's the answer. No, he does not get a lot of people like that. It's probably because you sell a lot of them and they know they can't try and swindle you. Ed says they had a Shark Tank episode last Friday about an Etsy seller who made $700,000 in a year doing gnomes, and she got a deal. I would have kept just doing it. Did
she like knit gnomes? Like, did she make crocheted gnomes? I just
or the ceramic ones, and she painted them.
Painted them.
Like
yeah.
Interesting. I would have just kept doing it on Etsy, making $700K a year. Little Miss Q says, that's the one thing on my wish list. I actually told everyone in my family not to buy me anything else. Told them they could even be cheap and chip in one for me. Yeah, we love our roller printer. Rosie normally just declines lowball offer, but today I haven't made any sales, so I countered, and it actually made sales, listed 40 and offered 20. Yeah, we always counter once, maybe twice, if they're starting to get in the ballpark. Like if this guy started off at $4 and then we countered with 11, and then he came up to like 8 or something, then we would keep going. But if he continued this garbage that he was doing, we always counter at least once because it helps your algorithm, and then we'll start declining after that. So always counter at least once to see maybe if they're just trying to get one by you. So no, he doesn't. Usually people say it's worth XX means that it's worth a lot more. People are sneaky. Yeah, I agree. How do you know if a real picture postcard, how do you know if it's a real picture postcard? I'm 99% sure I have some from the early 1900s. Mark could probably answer this question better than we can, but Sarah loops them. She has like a jeweler loop. Thing. If you put it under a magnifying glass, you can see pixels. So if you see the pixels, it's a copy. If you don't see pixels, it's a picture.
I use this little thing. It's honestly so great. It was like $10 or something. And it's a Carson brand 10 times magnification. Mm-hmm. And it works really well. And I just put this on there and I check it out.
Yep. Yeah. So if you put it under a magnifying glass and you see pixels, then it's not real. If you put it under a magnifying glass and you don't see pixels, is that right? You don't see any pixels?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Then it's a real picture postcard.
Yeah.
Mark says, postcard buyers will check your store, see if you have a lot of postcards. If not, they will try to get you down for a lack of knowledge. Yeah, well, it didn't work on us.
And honestly, I'm really surprised. Some of the ones that I thought were real photo, I put them up to under the thing, and they're not. They had lines or they had pixels, and I was like, "This is crazy." They looked real to me, so I check every single one.
Yeah. You definitely have to put them under some sort of magnification. My sister-in-law is here. Hi, Kirsten. Welcome. She made 700 gross and a profit was 150K. She had a lot of overhead. Apparently the rest was Etsy fees. Aren't Etsy? Yeah, Etsy fees are high. I lost it. There we go. Rosie's going to answer your question. Yes, Ed, Etsy fees can be up to 50% depending on the type of item. Wow. And their customer service sucks and is a hoarder to sellers. Wow. There you go. There's the explanation for EQ right out of Mark. RPPC
Right out
real
of Mark.
picture postcards will not have any dots or squiggly lines on them from under a magnifying glass. If the dots are lines, it means it's not been exposed or developed on the paper, but printed, not an RPPC. There you go. I have one of those my son uses for his coins, so I'll be looking for pixels. There you go. And Gary's here. He's late. Got here, was late, catching up on your live. Come to AZ and eat my wife's mega hot bread. I got and go for a ride in a race truck to thrift shops. Yes. In.
Sounds fun.
We're in. It'll be, when we go to Rampage, it'll be resellers in race trucks almost killing themselves and eating spicy bread. That'll be the name of that one. Q says she's not a fan of Etsy, and Dark Alley Picker is wondering if Gary's following him around, which I think he is.
That's funny.
So, it's scary, right? Why all of a sudden I'm doubting myself?
It's scary.
It's scary. Yeah, okay. Well, all of a sudden I'm just starting to doubt myself. I'm like, you calling somebody by the wrong name again? You've done that. You know what the absolute worst is? And this happens to me all the time because for whatever reason, people think my name's Alex. And I don't know why. Maybe I look like an Alex.
I never knew this.
Yeah. So the worst thing is whenever you don't get a chance to correct somebody about the name. So like someone will walk up to you and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, Alex." And they'll be like, "Hey, Alex, did you know this?" And they'll be like, Alex. And they'll just keep saying the wrong name over and over again during the conversation. You can't interrupt them to say, "It's Adam." And then, so that's the worst. So that's what I was thinking right there is I'm like, I'm calling him Gary and I'm 95% sure his name's Gary, but I'm that little 5% is just like, maybe it's not.
It's Harry.
That's right.
It's Larry.
His wife's laughing at me. If you list an RPPC and it's not, you will sure hear about it and probably get it back, but it happens a lot. Yeah.
I can imagine it's like those doll people where they're like, this isn't a sleepy eye. This is a winky eye.
Yeah.
Like,
that's right.
or whatever. That's not a painted lash. That's a real lash or something. I'm like, shut up.
This is a good one. Resellers and race trucks with regrets. That's a good one. That'll be what that's called when we go to Arizona. It's not. Wow, I thought it was Alex, the Browns fan. No, it's definitely not. It's not Alex, the Browns fan. And I saw you guys beat the Baltimore Ravens with Jim Harbaugh as the backup quarterback. Way to go. Good job for you guys. It says, my stepson called me Frank for the first time in 3 years. Well, if your name's not Frank, though, that's not good. At least, I hate it when people do that and then they keep using the wrong name over it. And you're like, just wait, my name's Adam. Continue the conversation. My wife, Anna, don't forget it, aka Bread Company, hates the truck, says it feels like your stomach is being pulled out through the back of the seat. Wow. I think that would be fun. Sarah won't like it at all because she doesn't like my smooth riding brand new F-150 whenever it bounces over a thing. You're like,
it's not that smooth.
Show everybody your dramatic that you do whenever we go over a pothole.
Yeah, because it's like you don't try to avoid them; you try to drive directly into them. And if anyone lives around Pittsburgh, they know potholes are prevalent in Pennsylvania.
No, that was hard to say.
P.
Rosie's laughing. I had an experience like that with Fiesta wear collectors last week. I listed them on the wrong color and had
You were saying that.
Fiesta wear collectors are serious. We live near the Fiesta wear factory, and people out here are nutty for. Yeah, it's in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we go to that auction, they always have Fiesta wear up for auction, and we don't bid on a damn thing because there's 3 old ladies that are sitting in that audience that are going to bid that thing up. So yeah, we never get Fiesta wear; it always is gone. And
They're like,
Jimmy's
that's
hurt.
not lemon, that's canary yellow.
Jimmy's hurt because I was making fun of his team for beating a backup quarterback today. Sorry, Jimmy, but the truth hurts sometimes, buddy. I'm just kidding.
I'm sure the Browns are better than the stupid Steelers.
They are. They might be. Well, I don't know. They might be, but they.
Let's look it up.
The Bengals won today too. Wow. I thought the Bengals lost. Oh, no, the Bengals definitely lost. Oh wait, no, Dark County Pickers got it. The Bengals lost. No, yeah, I thought they lost.
No, the Browns really aren't doing that good either.
No, they're not. I think he got a friend, and Frank confused me. My girlfriend introduced me. This is the friend he probably thought I was. I got it. But you don't even look like a Frank, Ed. Just saying. You look like an Ed. I mean, it's just to me. Yeah. Bengals lost in OT. Potholes are the worst in Cali. They are not, Ed. You haven't experienced anything till you come to Pittsburgh and drive over a couple of our craters that they leave. Wait till about February, end of February, when after the plows have run over them for 3 months. It's ridiculous. We've got giant craters here.
Actually, technically, the Steelers and the Browns are like the same.
Yeah. Mark says, my Christmas video is coming out on the 22nd on Krampus, the devil of Christmas. They hold their value well. The one can be in the hundreds of dollars. So if you can find a Krampus postcard.
Oh, okay. That's like the creepy devil Santa, right? Oh, yeah, the devil of Christmas. Maybe if I just read.
That's right. So if you see a postcard with the devil and Santa, check it out. Lots of reproductions out there. Okay, we will. I already forgot the name. Hold on. Anna says, if I feel your pain, men in their driving. I'm so bad with names. So a lot like Cincinnati, potholes everywhere. Worse. Q. Way worse. Well, Cincinnati's pretty bad. Yeah, no, we're pretty bad around here.
If the worst in Pittsburgh, if anyone knows, and it's not anymore because I think they paved it like a couple years ago, Brookline Boulevard, a.k.a. the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, that's right. It's bad.
It was like
once the salt gets going and the plows get going, it starts tearing up all the patchwork because they only repave certain sections of road. So what they do is when a pothole forms, they just fill it in, and then the plows go over them and pull the filling back out of them, and it makes a bigger pothole. So then you get these massive holes in the ground, and it's.
Remember whenever I got 2 flat tires?
Yeah, Sarah got 2 flat tires from hitting a pothole
at the same time on the same side.
She was doing about 120 miles an hour.
But. No, Adam. It was so dramatic too because I knew that it was there, and for some reason I drove over it, and luckily I was like close enough to Adam's house that I could ride, and I didn't bend the rim, thank God, by the time I got there. But like when I was driving my car, like it had all the like tire pressures on, and it was like 32, and then you could see it after I hit it. I was like praying that I wouldn't get any flat tires. It was like 32, 31, 12, 10, 0. Then it was like beep, 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 beep. I was like, oh my God, what's happening?
Rosie did sell a set of candlesticks for $45, and she paid 2. That's a good flip.
Nice.
Jimmy's going to brag for a minute. The Browns are in second place.
Oh,
sure they are in the AFC North.
I was reading all that right now, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't care, so I'm done. Yeah.
Q says, I don't watch the Bengals games, but heard the house celebrating. They celebrated too soon. Yes, they did. They celebrated way too soon. Ed says, I'll probably go visit Pittsburgh next year if my girlfriend lets me. All right, let us know.
She will come over.
Come in February so you can witness the potholes. And the cold. Pat bus in a sinkhole was the worst. Yeah. Our potholes ate a bus. Look it up. Google exactly what it says right here on Susan's comment. Pat bus in a sinkhole. Just Google that and you'll see a bus stuck in a hole in downtown Pittsburgh. Those are bad potholes. I have a Christmas postcard from 1919 that has raised parts on the picture that's called embossed, or is there a name for that in postcards? Mark, you want to take this one? Because I don't remember what it's called, but he will answer that question in a moment, I'm sure. Little Miss Q, just wait, the Browns will screw it up. Totally agree. We will care, Sarah. See? We care about you, Sarah.
You don't care, Jimmy.
Well, it's the Browns.
Sports are dumb.
Yeah. Rosie says, Ed, the summer road trip, we can go to Hershey Park. There you go. Yeah. That's not that close to us, though, Rosie. That's about 4 hours away. Maybe 3
Hershey?
and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the other side of the state.
Yeah. That's right. Christine hit a pothole so hard she got a flat tire and set the electrical system.
Yeah, that was me. Everything was beeping, and I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" And it was the worst because I couldn't even pull over on that road. There's no side to pull over on that road. It was tragic.
It was bad. Yeah. Little Miss Q's laughing. Ed says, "Wow, that bus got sucked in there." Yeah.
It did.
It's crazy. They made a Christmas ornament of it last year, and they sold it of the bus in the hole. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It really did.
Yeah. There you go, Q. Yes, it's called embossed, and it doesn't really do much for the value. There you go. So, yeah. So, what did we talk about today? We talked about potholes, and we didn't talk about food all that much, but we're out of time.
No.
We're
I'm
on
going to eat a
2 hours.
hoagie.
We're going to eat a hoagie, but we are going to get going. Coming up this coming Thursday, we've got special guest Adam at Baldy Pal Picking will be joining us.
Cool.
Yeah, new guest for us. So he will be joining us on Thursday. And then tomorrow, the cabbage unboxing video will be coming out. So me and Sarah taking Cabbage Patches out of a box and showing them to you.
2 boxes.
2 boxes. Right.
I have 2 more boxes coming this week.
Right. So
I've been selling
next,
so many.
Yeah. So that's what's coming up on the channel. And then our usual what sold videos. And then next week, we're probably going to try and have some postcard sourcing if all goes well as tomorrow. So you never know. So whoop. We got some more comments before we get out. I just saw the ornament. Yeah, the ornament's funny.
The ornament's hilarious. I think we should get that ornament, actually.
Rosie says she's driving 8 hours to Pennsylvania. We'll do the extra 4 hours for the fun park. All right, go for it. Just wondering for listing purposes, instead of carrying a cat stand for ice, I can carry a cabbie.
Cat sand, meaning cat litter.
No, cat sand. I can carry a cabbie and throw it under the wheels of a truck. Comes right out.
I don't think a Cabbage Patch
why
Kid
want to
doll
abuse Cabbage Patch?
works like either gravel or cat litter. Okay.
Why does he always want to abuse Cabbage Patches?
I like how he calls it cat sand too.
Yeah. Christine was lucky. It happened right before the last exit. It was going over, but yeah, you don't want to be caught in that channel. Great show as always. Thank you. Doing some lunchtime lives this week. So Q's doing some lunchtime lives this week, even a nighttime listing one night. So check her out on her lives. I'm going to plug it for you, Q. And Bearded Pokedoer, can't wait for y'all's Whatnot. Yeah, Tuesday at 7:30, we're on Whatnot. Why didn't I plug that, Adam? Yeah, Tuesday night, 7:30, Whatnot. We're doing another auction, mostly clothing, and we're going to throw in a couple interesting little things, probably some Squishmallows and a few manga things, maybe some toys. We'll see. So check us out Tuesday, 7:30 on Whatnot. Yeah, that's about it.
T-shirts and some cool stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Forgot about this. And me and Ed and Mike are going to be doing a weekly live on Wednesdays. We don't have a time. Do we have a time yet, Ed? Is it 9 or 8? I don't remember. I'll look it up. Don't remember. Ed, save me, because I don't pay attention.
Save me, Ed.
Save me, Ed. What time is it? We don't even know. Yep, don't have it. There it is. I think he said it's 9. So yeah, every Wednesday, the Yinzer Pickers channel, me, Ed, and Mike. So 9 o'clock. And that's about it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.